Hi guys, good morning. Hope you guys are doing good and well. The market is down today, but East-West back is up above the resistance, and Jollibee is now above 300 pesos per share. Something very, very interesting. Now, we've talked about the breakout of Jollibee from 290. So as long as it stays above 290, I really believe it can progress to around 310 and 320 pesos per share for the short term. So congratulations to quick traders who are holding and buying because of the breakout, and the position traders who have been working its uptrend for the past few weeks and months. Now, I'm here because we're about to board also in the next few minutes, but I'm gonna take this time also to interview one of the persons I'm gonna be with throughout this trip now, so you get valuable insights from her story. Yeah. So, this is actually gonna be sort of ambush, but she knows about it, and I think that this will be one of the best videos ever, because we will feature one of the best financial planners, consultants, advocates, personalities in the industry. None other than Salve Duplito.
Hello, how are you?
So,
Okay.
Salve, hello. Since this is an ambush interview
Yes.
What are we doing in Dubai?
We are going to talk to two different audiences.
Okay.
No? I'm really excited about the one with the nannies, and the other one will be talking about investment strategies.
Okay. So, in terms of investment strategies, no, how do you, I guess, depict your own investments? How do you set it? What is there any philosophies that you follow?
Yeah, I really like value investing. I'm not a trading person, that's you. But I think it depends on your personality. It can work. You can be a trader, you can be a value investor. It depends. What's important is that you know who you are,
Okay.
and you know how you react to market trends. So with me as a value investor, I don't really watch the market every day, or like even sometimes I look at it only once, twice or thrice a week, and that's it. What's important to me is to get a stock at the right price. So I don't do the peso cost averaging, which everybody seems to like. For me, when you look at the charts kasi, it doesn't really matter how long you've been in the market. It matters when you came in and at what price.
So, for those who don't know what value investing is, what's the basic definition of value investing?
The value investors are people who look at value.
Okay.
Buying a stock cheaper than normal, you buy it cheaper, but you know that it has good fundamentals. You know that it is a good growth ahead of it. You know that it's managed well. And when you like this stock, you keep it and you don't really trade it. Like, you don't try to make money off trading.
So this is opposite of growth stocks, no, where probably PE multiples are more expensive, but they're growing at a faster pace. So this is not your goals or your Jollibees.
It depends.
In general.
Benjamin Graham used to not like growth. He just looks at a stock based on how much he can get from it if it dies tomorrow. So he values it and looks at the price, and if the price in the market is lower than that, then he buys it and hopes that it's gonna grow. Pero now, Warren Buffett, who is the best value investor in the world at the moment, he sort of marries the value investing and growth investing strategy. So he looks at stocks that are cheap, whose intrinsic value, right, is low, but he looks at stocks that have good growth potential. So it's sort of a marriage between Ben Graham's value investing and the growth investing.
So, if you would put that into your personal investing, stocks, or how do you parang put an allocation between your stocks and mutual funds?
Yeah, I have index funds. In mutual funds, I only go for index funds.
Okay. So,
no other investments there.
Philippine peso tracker. Philippine index tracker.
Peso, yes.
Okay.
Index tracker. So most of my investments, like I 20 to 30% depending on the allocation. Sometimes I don't get the price that I like in the market, so I go for index funds. 70% of my stock portfolio, of my financial markets portfolio.
But those are mostly UITFs or FMETF?
It's really more of index funds, mutual funds slash UITFs.
Okay.
So 70 goes to individual stocks, 30% goes, and that's my stocks. The other part of the portfolio is of course your personal brand, real estate, and others.
Okay. Galing. So that's just a snippet, no? Galing. There's so much wisdom that can be received from Salve, no? Kahit ako, I will be in a flight for 8 hours, so ako, I'm excited. Parang she just spits wisdom.
Ano ba?
Wisdom lang.
We're exchanging notes. I also learn a lot from this guy.
Last na lang. So, for those who have started the year wrong, they haven't really invested or they spent a lot of money already, what's the best way for them to at least tweak or at least tune their finances well?
Yeah. If you found it hard, number one, if the market has spooked you because everybody was expecting 9,000, the market to be at 9,000 by this time, diba? The first quarter, but it hasn't happened. So number one, if the market has spooked you, and number two, if you haven't gone in at all, because it's hard to begin. January should be a time of new beginnings, but it doesn't really happen like that for everybody. What I suggest is to look for something in your life that you can give up. Let's say for Marvin, those were sugary drinks. Sugar, or maybe you buy bags, shoes, etc. Look for something in your life that you'll be better off without. And make sure that if you don't buy that, bye!
Say bye, everyone. Okay.
Okay, that you'll be a better person without that. And make sure that when you forego that expense, you put that money not in another vice, but in investments. This way, you already have, number one, what's going in for you is that you feel like you're a better person, and then when you put that in an investment, the returns go higher because suddenly you are much more cooler, diba? So number one, you corrected something in your life. Number two, you did something with it. So I think that's gonna work pretty well for a lot of people.
So for those who drink a lot of coffee, that's something easy
ganon,
to
diba?
sacrifice.
You sacrifice something that you feel is not good for your life. And then the money that you spend for that, you invest it. So you get two benefits. You correct something, and then you actively do something to improve your life because of that correction.
Okay. Very, very well said. So this is just part 1 of 10 parts. I don't know how many parts will this be. But more of Salve Duplito.
For what, 7 days?
This is another portion of On the Marvin. So that's it, guys. Hope you learned a lot, and then catch Salve all the time and PNC
Marvin
on the money. So that's it. So see you all in Dubai, guys.
Bye.